Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's Ghiman Mckinney, your boy. Welcome to the Juice Alert. Call me G-Man, Juice. My name is spelled G-H-I-M-A-N. You already know. I'm back here with another video for y'all. And today, guys, y'all read the title. We're going to preview and give my predictions for the Super Bowl. Rams versus Patriots. Patriots are favored in this game. I think it's by about 3.5. You know, I think that's about right. You know, I'm going to give you keys to the game. I'm going to tell you what team is going to win and why. And we're just going to dive right into it. And people are harping saying, man, the Patriots back in the Super Bowl again, man. Yeah, but every time the Patriots in the Super Bowl, they gave us a great game. I think this is going to be a great game. You guys all should tune. Also, I just want to let y'all know something, you know. Green Bay Packers Nation, all day, every day. You already know Aaron Rodgers will win another Super Bowl before he retires. You heard it here first, okay? He will. He just will. He's Aaron Rodgers, boy. Tune in and watch. Without further ado, let's get right into the keys of the game for the Rams. I think the keys for the Rams to win, Ghiman Mckinney has to dominate. He has to dominate. He's been doing that for the past 3 or 4 weeks, guys. Versus the Cowboys, he was dominant. Versus the Saints, he was dominant. Listen, Bill Belichick is known for taking away your best player or your best option, and at least limiting them a lot. Now, sometimes, you know, they'll burn the Belichick defense, but he will double team Aaron Donald. Teams have been double teaming Aaron Donald a whole lot down the stretch. They figured out, man, the Aaron Donald's so good, we can't stop him. Ghiman Mckinney has to step up and play well and get pressure on Tom Brady, stop the run game. He has to dominate. When he dominates, they're great. They also need to start fast. You know, the Chargers, they started off terrible. The Chiefs got shut out in the first half. Whenever you're playing the Patriots, you need to start off fast. Now, I'm not saying that you need to score first, but it would help. You know, but don't fall behind the 8 ball. Now, the Rams are down early in the game. Can they come back and win? Yes, they can, but it's going to be a lot harder for them to do that, guys. So they need to start fast. You can't get shot in the first half like the Chiefs did. You know, they also need to challenge the Patriots wide receivers. They need to play press and man-to-man coverage a whole lot. Challenge these Patriots wide receivers. They can't beat you deep. It's just like the Saints offense. It's a lot of dink and dunks. You know, there's been way too many teams I've seen playing zone, and Tom Brady picks apart zone. And they also need to eliminate Sony and Michelle. They've been able to eliminate Ezekiel Elliott from the game mainly. They eliminated Alvin Kamara last week. If they eliminate Sony and Michelle and force Tom Brady to be one-dimensional, they're going to have a lot of success. For the Patriots, control the clock. That's the key for them. No turnovers, you know. Versus the Chiefs, they had 2 turnovers. They almost had 3 turnovers. You're not going to beat the Rams turning the ball over like that. They also need to be efficient in the red zone. No turnovers in the red zone, Tom Brady. Don't throw a red zone interception like you did last week versus the Chiefs. And Gronk and Sony Michelle have to eat. They're the 2 most important players on that offense, not named Tom Brady. When they eat, the Patriots usually win. Now I'm going to give y'all my prediction for the game. Listen, I'm going to pick the Rams to win 27-24. I think it's going to be that type of game. I really do. I think it's going to be a great game. To me, just play off, the Rams are the better team in my opinion. Keep in mind, the Rams also beat the Chiefs this year. You know, the Patriots, people saying, man, the Patriots beat the Chiefs, man. Yeah, the Rams also did it. They scored, you know, 50 on the Chiefs. You know, the Patriots also, if you look at that game, what's alarming was the fact that the game went to overtime, and the Patriots had the ball for over 42 minutes on the clock, guys. Whenever you hold the ball for that amount of time and it goes to overtime, that's bad. And also, you know, they outgained the Chiefs. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They still went to overtime with them. So the Patriots have to play more perfect to win, more so than the Rams. The style in which the Rams play defense is capable of beating the Patriots. I'm telling you. Listen, people are saying, oh, man, you got Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, man, Chris Jones, D4, man, they can get pressure on Tom Brady. Yes, they can, but Tom Brady always avoids edge rushers. He just does. Tom Brady steps up in the pocket and just says, man, I'm throwing this pass, whatever they call it. My throw is terrible. But either way, you know, you get what I'm saying. Tom Brady knows how to avoid edge rushers, but he likes to step up in the pocket. What's the way to avoid that? With great D tackle play. Push the pocket back. And then that'll allow your edge rushers to get there. If Tom Brady's getting pressure up the middle, he can't step up in the pocket. He can't step into those throws. He can't be the mobile in the pocket, nimble in the pocket like he is. If you get pressure up the middle, people don't realize, if you get pressure up the middle, that helps your edge rushers get home. I think Wade Phillips will dial up a great game plan. They have the quarterbacks to do it. They have the D tackles to do it. You know, you take away Aaron Donald, you know, Ghiman Mckinney's dominating, you can't do nothing about that. They have edge rushers. And also, I think the Rams, they have 2 great quarterbacks in Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters. They are going to be able to challenge the Patriots wide receivers. Michael Thomas, where was he at? I didn't see him last week, you know. There was an APB out for him. You know, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, they shut him down. They play a lot of man-to-man and press coverage. Now, what that means is they get up to the line of scrimmage, they challenge the wide receivers. They get physical with them. You know, and the referees were allowing them to play last week. But Listen, it's a little bit risky doing that, but it's better than standing back and saying, oh yeah, we're going to play zone defense, man. Let Tom Brady just pick us apart, zone after zone, man. You can't play a whole lot of zone defense. Now, I'm not saying play man-to-man coverage the whole game, but play a little bit of zone. They can do that, and Ezekiel Elliott last week, like I said, 47 rushing yards. I meant the week before that. Ezekiel Elliott versus when they play the Cowboys, he only had 47 rushing yards. That's not an Ezekiel Elliott type game. The Saints, they had 21 rushes for only 48 yards. They were one-dimensional the whole game, and the Rams ended up stealing that game on the road. So they can force the Patriots to be one-dimensional. If they stop Sony Michel, it's over. Because, I saw Tom Brady. He was great, but he also missed a couple throws. He had the red zone interception. He overthrew some dudes, in that game. If you force Tom Brady to be one-dimensional, I don't think he's going to win. I just don't. He can make some of those tight window throws, but I don't know if he can do it consistently. Sony Michel in those 2 playoff games versus the Chargers and the Chiefs, he had monster games, guys. But let's not overlook what Sony Michel is doing. I mean, now look, will the Rams shut him down? No, but I think they'll limit him. If Brady has to throw a ton of passes, I'm not sold. And if it gets to a shutout, I'm gonna pick the Rams every time because they scored 50 multiple times on the season. Just the Rams more. The Patriots is just like the Saints offense. A lot of dinking and dunking, a lot of scheming people open. Finding soft spots in the defense. There's not a whole ton of people where I say, man, one play to the house, 55 yards. I see that with Robert Woods. I see that with Brandon Cooks. The Rams just have more playmakers than the Patriots do, I think. And, the Rams, they'll make 1 or 2 plays where it'll change the game. Kind of like the Eagles last year, where they had that sack fumbled in the game, or they'll draw up a play like the Philly special, where they'll have some up their sleeves for the Patriots. I'm telling you, they will. And like I said, they can get pressure on Tom Brady up the middle, not on the edge. They can also do it on the edge with Dante Fowler, things like that. But your best bet to get pressure on Tom Brady is up the middle. I expect Wade Phillips' defense to be physical and dominate. I really do. I think they might get a turnover or 2. And I don't know if you guys have been watching, but Jared Goff in these big games, he's been great. He's just stepped up, Every time he's played a big game on TV, versus the Vikings on Thursday Night Football, 450 yards, 5 touchdowns. Versus the Packers when we were somewhat good, We were above 500 when he faced them on TV. Over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Our defense wasn't as bad as people make it to be. New Orleans the first time he balled out. Last week he outplayed Drew Brees in the Superdome. He did. He outplayed him down the stretch. In the 4th quarter, overtime, he was throwing darts. Versus the Chiefs, 413 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yes, the Chicago Bears game exists where he threw 4 interceptions or something like that. Jared Goff's over that. I really do. He will step up and be motivated. He will be looking to play well. I saw him make throw after throw versus the Saints that were just perfect. You can't defend perfect balls, guys. I'm sorry. He outplayed Drew Brees in the Superdome. The Saints got shut out running the ball in the Superdome. And I don't think the coaching gap is that big at all. I really don't. Sean McVay, I don't think his team's going to make those type of mistakes the Chiefs make. I don't think they're going to coming out flat like Andy Lynn's team on the Chargers did, I think Sean McVay will create a good game plan. He created a game plan where the Rams rushed for over 240 yards on the 3rd best rushing defense in the Dallas Cowboys. I really do. I don't think experience matters that much. I really don't. The Eagles weren't that experienced. A couple years ago, my Green Bay Packers weren't that experienced. When you look at teams that are not as experienced, they tend to do a little bit better when they're not as experienced in the Super Bowl. Just go look at the stats, guys, and look back. And last year, I picked the Eagles to win, and it ended up being true. Doug Peterson out-coached Bill Belichick, and he's a young gun. Why can't Sean McVay do it? I think Sean McVay's a better head coach than Doug Peterson. And, I just think that, the Rams, I just think the Rams are the better team. I think they have the type of defense to stop Tom Brady and at least limit this offense enough. I understand the Patriots are a big dynasty. I understand they've been there for about 20 years or so, competing for Super Bowls, winning all that stuff. But I picked the Eagles last year. I'm going to pick the Rams this year. I just think Jared Goff, ultimately, he's a younger, better quarterback right now than Tom Brady. Now, I'm not saying in the postseason or anything like that, but during the regular season, it wasn't even close. Jared Goff was way better. He was a top 5 quarterback this year, and also Todd Gurley. I think he's going to have a great game. He was terrible last week. I think he's going to be looking for revenge, but I think I'm going to pick Jared Goff to win Super Bowl MVP, and I'm going to pick the Rams, like I said, to win once again, 27-24. It's going to be a great Super Bowl, but I expect the Rams, the young guns to beat the older Bill Belichick and Tom Brady very, very close late. That's pretty much it for this video, though, y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with friends. Tell me who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Tell me why I'm right, tell me why I'm wrong. If you disagree with me, good! because it's great. I love discussion. So, you know, comment why you disagree with me, all that good stuff. But it has been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney. I will be coming out with a couple more videos before the Super Bowl happens and things like that. Give me topics to talk about in the offseason, you know, as I'm looking to fill out. But it's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, and I'm Ghost.